First, we have Istanbul Airport, or IST, the new, shiny, supermassive international hub located somewhere near the outer rim of the solar system. Getting to the city center from here is like a quest in an epic fantasy novel, long, full of trials, but ultimately character building. Your options are taxi. They're quick-ish, convenient, and cost about as much as your hopes and dreams. Be prepared for creative routes and cab drivers who treat traffic laws as polite suggestions. Then there's the Hawaii Shuttle, the golden child of public transport. Clean, has Wi-Fi, aircon, and even USB chargers. They drop you at major hubs like Taksim or Beşiktaş, and your journey will only take roughly forever, if it's rush hour, so most of the day. Then there's the Metro M11 line, sleek, modern, fast, until you realize it connects you to absolutely nothing you need, and you'll still need 2 transfers and a degree in advanced navigation to reach your hotel. Then there's the private transfer. Google them and find the one that best suits you. They usually charge between 30 and 60 euros. It depends. Or you can join the Facebook group called Istanbul Travel Tips. I'll leave you the link in the description. Many drivers advertise there. I found my transport there and it was great. The second airport is called Sabiha Gökçen, SAW, the underdog located somewhere in the scenic mountains of Asia. It's still Istanbul, but just barely. You can take a taxi, slightly cheaper than IST, but with 100% more risk of ending up in the wrong district unless you supervise with Google Maps like a helicopter parent. There's the Hava bus, a bit like Hawaii's chill cousin, still decent, still reliable, but with slightly fewer bells, whistles, and USB ports. You can take a public bus. You can take one. It will come, eventually, but only if you've achieved inner peace and have no need to reach your destination within this lifetime. And of course, there's the private transfer. Istanbul's transport network is vast, diverse, and gloriously chaotic. You've got metros, trams, buses, ferries, dolmuş, funiculars. But here's what you need to know. Metro is fast, air-conditioned, and mercifully immune to traffic. But it's a maze. M2 line is your best friend. It hits all the cool spots like, for example, Taksim Square. The other lines, less helpful, more experimental. Now, a pro tip. Transfers are frequent and designed with the logic of Rubik's Cube, so bring snacks. Then we have the trams, especially the T1 tram line. It's a beautiful thing. It runs from Kabataş to Bağcılar, which means absolutely nothing to you because you don't know where that is. But let's just say that it's gliding past iconic landmarks. Great views, minimal personal space, and you'll get intimately acquainted with everyone's armpit during rush hour. Now we have the buses. They're the wild card. In theory, they go everywhere. In practice, they go wherever they feel like. The schedules are ambitious works of fiction, but they're cheap and plentiful, and often driven like go-karts. Prepare for sudden stops, creative lane use, and unforgettable bonding experiences with strangers. Then we have the ferries, the only mode of transport that feels like a reward. Taking a ferry across the Bosphorus is chef's kiss. It's scenic, affordable, breezy, and oddly spiritual. You'll feed seagulls, drink tea, and wonder why the rest of your commute can't be like this. Then you have the cable cars and funiculars. You'll find these magical inventions in places like Taksim and Eyüp. They save you from Istanbul topographical bullying and also give you a moment to reflect on your questionable footwear choices. And finally, you've got taxis, Istanbul's emotional roller coaster on wheels. They're yellow, they're fast, they're dramatic, sometimes have meters, sometimes have flat rates. Sometimes they pretend the meter is broken because the driver's second cousin once got scammed, and now it's personal. But always confirm the price or use an app, like BeeTaxi or Uber. There's the thing in Istanbul that's a must-have. It's called Istanbul Kart. Istanbul Kart is a contactless smart card used for fare payment on public transportation in Istanbul. It offers a unified payment method for various modes of transport, such as buses, trams, ferries, funiculars, public toilets in some locations, some vending machines, and public bike rental systems. What you need is the standard anonymous card. It's available to anyone and no registration is required. You can purchase Istanbul card at vending machines called Bilematik. They're located at metro, tram, ferry, and major bus stations. And the vending machines at Istanbul Airport are located on the -2 arrival floor. Now, the card purchase fee is 130 Turkish lira and the maximum load amount is 2,750 Turkish lira. Now, how to buy an Istanbul card? It's very simple. First, you locate the Bilematik machine. They're yellow, and as I said, they're located at major metro, tram, ferry, and bus stations across Istanbul and on the Istanbul Airport -2 arrival floor. Then you select the language. You tap the language icon to switch to English or another available language. Then you just tap Buy Istanbul card. You insert the cash. Now, when you insert the cash, you insert the amount required, which is 130 Turkish lira. The machine does not give exchange, so you use exact or close to exact cash. But if you do insert more than 130 Turkish lira when purchasing an Istanbul card, the extra amount will be loaded as credit onto the card. And here's how it works. For example, you insert 200 lira. The cost of the card itself is 130 lira, which means that the remaining 70 lira is added as travel credit, which you can use immediately for metro, tram, ferry, bus, etc. Now, this is important. No change is given, so if you don't want the travel credit right away, only insert the amount you're willing to pay. Machines do not accept coins, and what happens next is that the machine will dispense your red Istanbul card along with a preloaded balance if you inserted more cash, of course. And of course, when you need, you can top up the card. How do you do it? You just place the card on the reader area. You insert the cash, how much you want to, the amount you want to top up. And if you want to top up by using credit or debit card, you can do so. But in that case, the top-up limit is 200 lira. And if you want to top up with cash, it's 2,750 lira. Then you just wait for the screen to confirm the new balance and voila, that's it. Now here are some important tips. Keep your card. It's reusable and rechargeable. One card can be used up to 5 people. Tap once per person, but you'll be charged multiple fares. So you can tap the card 5 times, but that's 5 fares because it's, 5 people. Don't think it's one fare for 5 people. That wouldn't make any sense, now would it? They will go bankrupt. You can check and top up your balance anytime at the same machines. Once you land, it would be wise to purchase Istanbul card at the airport, especially if you plan to use the public transport to get from the airport to the hotel. If not, buy it after you reach the city. Just bear in mind that not all bus stops have these machines. Now here are some important pro tips. Get an Istanbul card. It's the golden ticket. Without it, you'll pay more and look confused doing it. Don't confuse Istanbul card with Istanbul City card. Istanbul card is red and Istanbul City card is blue. You need a red one. For walking, use Google Maps. That's your friend, but for public transport, Move It might be your soulmate. And 5 minutes in Istanbul time means between now and the collapse of civilization.